I don't think this guy is as credible as he makes himself appear to be. The
I, I'm just gonna call him Chaser Mindset because he's like genuinely a chaser, dude.
Legal Mindset channel began in late 2020, uploading informational and entertaining videos on various legal subjects. Pretty standard stuff. Though despite the genius clickbait, barely anyone cared about these videos. So Andrew changed up his strategy a bit. He started hopping on the Disney's Gone Woke bandwagon, producing videos like he was a knockoff of The Quartering.
I've obtained leaked video from Disney's upcoming show Baymax, which promotes the transgender flag and the idea that men can have periods to children as young as 2 years old. Because this is targeted towards children that are.
It's from Big Hero 6, right?
Yeah, Big Hero 6. They children's movie. It's
this is a kid. This is a little kid's movie from Pixar. Pixar again, folks. And the soul of Pixar is going since John Lasseter was driven out from Disney. He got Me Too'd. Okay? For no reason. Yeah. He did not do anything wrong. This was so overblown.
The fuck are you saying? John Lasseter was accused of groping staff members and kissing them without their consent. John didn't acknowledge these incidents as missteps, and mutually decided to leave his company. That's definitely way worse than a bunch of animators including a pride flag in a cartoon. And there are arguments to be made against Disney, but it's always the worst kind of people to go after them, just as
somebody was telling me that it's finally about time that someone actually went after Legal Mindset, because the only groups that were making fun of Legal Mindset's past were Kiwi Farms, the locale hunters from Kiwi Farms, and Hassan Orbiters. I don't know if there's anybody else out there who are actually who covered Legal Mindset in the past, but now there seems to be a resurgence of Legal Mindset's controversies and such. Which I'm sure he is not happy about.
More points in the culture war.
If you keep the same writers, the same people that are pumping out failing woke garbage, yeah, that's not going to work well. You've got to go and you've got to purge all of that. You've got to throw it all away. You got to start new. You've got to, come up with a team that's not totally.
Dan's favorite lawyer, by the way, actually, no way.
Invested in injecting their woke politics at every turn. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be.
This is a bit hypocritical to say, as even in Andrew's more recent videos, his right-wing bias will stick out like a sore thumb, even in videos where that shouldn't be a factor. This grift clearly didn't work for him, as he soon shifted his content again towards discussing internet drama, obviously through a legal lens. This got him some connections, even befriending Mudahar and the Lolicon guy, though of course, with the more attention he got, more became aware of some shady stuff he was doing.
Dan was glazing him during the Ethan lawsuit, and Destiny wasn't so sure. Yeah, and now look where we are. Now look where we are. Right? You know what? I get Dan, okay? I understand Dan, alright? Attack everyone who is against your enemies. Yeah, sorry. Attack everyone who is your enemies and attack and defend everybody who are your friends. I understand, okay? No principles, nothing to hold by. Literally, no beliefs, no coherent beliefs in any way. I understand.
For one, he and some other lawtubers were promoting this Law of Self-Defense course, which has some insanely high prices. It teaches these classes the same way as in law school, yet isn't accredited by any academic organization, so I don't know why any aspiring lawyer or legal professional would spend thousands of dollars on this. One of the so-called professors of these courses is Steve Gosney, who worked for the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office in Florida. From the surface, Steve seems to be this kind-hearted Christian man who could do no wrong.
Hierarchy,
didn't really care about
money,
Ethan. That's
privilege,
right.
Women, every goddamn day. That's what we do.
Andrew, this is a good Christian broadcast.
You should make him send you a super chat every time he drops the GD.
I'm sorry. Did I say a bad word? I didn't know.
Name of Dane, which is a sin, and I will just say that I'm trying to make you a better man.
So to my surprise, I found this January 2025 article talking about a self-published sex novel, Death Penalty Desires. The Miami Herald wrote, "The fictional book is full of crude sexual violence, including descriptions of a transgender person as a man-beast of a mutilated
My back? Hello?
Crotch, a self-published sex novel, Death Penalty Desires, the Miami Herald wrote. The fictional book is full of crude sexual violence, including descriptions of a transgender person as a man-beast of a mutilated crotch, and depicts female characters as having an intrinsic need to submit to a masculine man.
He wrote this?
Prosecutors in the book are craven and corrupt. A homeless person is a grubby bum, and an Arab-looking doctor is referred to as a camel jockey. Honestly, this just sounds like the male version of the smut books the girlies talk about on TikTok. This novel can easily be found on his personal website, with an autographed copy selling for $25. Wow, that's a good deal. Fuck, maybe I should buy this book. Miami's only a couple of hours away from me, so maybe I can just drive over to his house and pick it up. Unrelated, but if this guy's your lawyer, you are going to jail. Imagine ruining your legal career so you can write this shit. It's so bizarre. Steve didn't get fired though, instead leaving on his own accord. Obviously, this is Legal Mindset's top guy.
Steve Ghazi is a personal friend of mine.
Oh, okay, it's his friend.
He's not really as much a law tuber. He's a lawyer. He's a real lawyer who does real law. And he is a personal friend of mine.
Real lawyer? So what does that make you?
He is a great dad. He's a great husband. So Steve, if you're out there, I love you, appreciate you. You're good, but that's a personal thing. You know, Steve is a personal friend of mine on a higher level.
Time for contact struggle session 2.
By the way, so way after the article came out. If you want to argue guilt by association, go ahead. But you can pick your friends, and Legal Mindset loves to collab with this guy and platform him. Though honestly, Andrew's behavior outside of work is far more concerning, as in 2022 we faced 2 different lawsuits. One is from American Express, and the other is from Wells Fargo, both relating to unpaid credit card payments. There's a Twitter thread going over the most important information regarding these cases if you want to check them out. It'll be linked down below, along with my other sources, though it's pretty much word for word.
Does he not have enough money as a lawyer?
It was written on a 2023 Kiwi Farmers Post. In the Wells Fargo case, Andrew owed between $8,000 and $30,000, though it was claimed on the Miami-Dade County Clerk's website that it was less than $15,000. On August 27, 2022, someone attempted to serve Andrew, but he was nowhere to be found, the process server wrote. I spoke of an individual who indicated they were the employee, and they stated subject unknown. This is a mailbox and no one knows who he is. American Express also had a hard time reaching him. Andrew owed them somewhere under $30,000, and they tried 5 separate times to reach him, the process server wrote. Family relative house, but defendant does not reside. According to Mrs. Vicky, did not provide current whereabouts. After the 5th time, they wrote, does not reside at address, no longer live in the country. If you're somehow not aware, Andrew is currently living in Thailand, though previously spent time in South Korea and the Philippines.
I live in a country full time, so when I see
he escaped to Thailand to escape a $8,000, $15,000 max payment debt? Really? That seems a little extreme. That you're not able to pay that back as a lawyer? Are you a real lawyer? I thought you guys made a lot of money. Hello? Am I missing something?
Foreigners crossing these boundaries, whether it's here in Thailand, in Korea, in Japan, the Philippines, countries I lived in. I lived in Korea, I lived in Philippines. I've spent a lot of time in Japan. Of course, I live in Thailand. It hurts me. It genuinely hurts me to see people crossing these boundaries. When I see somebody doing this, that is a painful for me. And I know that I'm not even a citizen. I'm not even a national.
Many have speculated that Andrew fled America in order to avoid these lawsuits, though he recently denied this, showing supposed airplane tickets to Orlando, along with photographs.
Here's me at the wedding of Legal Bites with a ton of other big creators that can all confirm I was there. Ian Runkle's already posted under it, Uncivil's posted. Hey, we all saw Andrew. He's real. We know he comes to the U.S. He's not banned from the U.S. And this is ridiculous narrative that people try to say, oh, I'm some criminal on the run. I come back to the U.S. every single year. I have global entry. I'm in good standing with the bar. Absolutely ridiculous. And here's my 2024 flight. Here's my stream. So I returned to the Philippines. At that point, I was trying out the Philippines. I was living there in June 2024. That's my flight. And here I stream from the Alfond Inn in Orlando. So all the A-logs out there can go look up the Alfond Inn and look what it looks like.
Though it is important to point out that both cases against him are closed. Either Andrew got them resolved, or he's no longer being searched for. This information would get brought up again in July 2025, after the YouTuber Alex Novell made a documentary on Johnny Somali. In it, he criticizes various YouTubers like Legal Mindset for milking the drama, arguing that it'll only help Johnny's career. While making this documentary, Alex tried contacting Andrew for an interview, who declined, citing he was busy. Alex then decided to dig into the Legal Mindset rabbit hole, and got a phone call from someone who claimed to have known the guy. They want to remain anonymous, so obviously we have no idea who this is.
This guy, Andrew, people know him now as Legal Mindset, but when I met him, he was just this kind of talking lawyer in Orlando.
How'd you guys meet originally?
Tinder. I was a junior in high school. 16 when we matched, but I turned 17.
And he was 30 years old.
Yeah. Which freaked me out a little, but he made it feel like it was okay. Like I was just mature for my age. I was taking AP classes, trying to graduate early. He called me ambitious. He said I had an old soul.
Did he know you were still in school when you guys started talking?
Oh, totally. I'd literally be texting him from the back of chemistry. Once I told him I had to study, and he was like, "You owe me a favor for flaking." It started with photos, and then videos, and if I didn't send them right away, he'd get cold. Like I was a disappointment. He knew exactly how to make me feel like I messed up. When I got older, around 21, 22, I started noticing how different things looked in hindsight. The way he used to talk about me, how young I was, how clean. It started to feel sick. He started pulling away when I turned 18, like I was aging out of what he liked. I tried reaching out to him at one point to make sure he deleted everything, but...
Wait. I'm starting to think that he doesn't spend time in Asian countries because he was chasing ladyboys. Is he spending time there because the age of consent is lower? Wait. Oh boy.
He blocked me on everything. I started searching online, sites, forums, stuff I wish I'd never seen, but I found a few clips, screenshots. I knew it was mine.
Did you report it to the police for revenge?
Oh, Kiwi Farms.
Yeah. I was living in Gainesville by then. I went to the cops with everything I had. Links, screenshots, a whole damn folder. They acted like they were taking it seriously, but nothing ever happened.
Legal Mindset would respond to all of this a week later, claiming that this mysterious woman was actually a Johnny Somali fangirl who did this to slander his good image.
Now, while this is not confirmed, it is speculated by one Johnny Somali. You can check out his X account, but he did identify a member of the a female member of the Somali Discord with a history of fake calls. She's mentally ill. She's been seen in videos snorting meth, and she's a little bit of a fascist. She's a little bit of a fascist who has done this in the past, created several fake calls to frame people, libel people, etc. Now, that's not to say it's her. It may not be her, but all it is to say is there's no verification on who this person is. This person could be anybody, but all we know is, and all I know is, it's completely fake.
The woman in question denied this claim, as Alex reached out to her afterwards to confirm this.
She also denied it, and I'll show you my DMs with her on Twitter. I don't know how you dragged into this. I don't know you at all. Fuck all these pedos trying to obfuscate. And she said, I know, we've literally never met, interacted, or spoken. I'm so sorry about all this. I said, not your fault, LOL.
Ow.
And she said, yeah, man, I don't know. People got a hate hard on for me. I said, thanks for coming out and saying it's not you, because it's fucking not. And she said, this is me. And she sent me the picture of her with the Nazi sign. She's not the person in the call. And if you were to hear the call uncensored, you know it's not her.
So far, this is a he said, she said situation. However, the arguments that Andrew makes to defend himself are laughably bad.
Some of these, I believe, are traffic related. So he's accusing me of trafficking. That is human trafficking.
It's traffic violations. Traffic is spelled with a K. I said some of these, I believe, are traffic related. But there's one criminal. Bro, you're a lawyer!
First, he claims that the story is fake, because someone under the age of 18 can't sign up to Tinder due to age verifications.
This wouldn't make much sense, because they're claiming, oh, you met on Tinder. Well, Tinder was 18 plus at age verification as of the year before. So that would be something logistically that wouldn't simply happen.
Yeah, Tinder's age verification didn't go into effect in America until 2024. The story being told by the alleged victim took place around 2016 to 2017. To say that there's no possibility of an underage girl being on Tinder at that time is stupid. Andrew also questions why he can't find a police report due to Florida's Sunshine Law. Yet the alleged victim never claimed they filed the report. They just said they went to the police, and the police didn't take it seriously.
And the whole reason why we have the Florida Man meme, for those that don't know, is because Florida has to turn over everything. Mugshots, arrest records, stories, everything. So all
no,
these
you
Florida Man
don't.
stories come out because our Sunshine Laws let everything out. So if there was any arrest record, any mugshot, any photo, anything in Florida, it would come out. All of that would come out. So either this didn't happen or it didn't happen. There's no other way around that.
This is confusing to me because the Sunshine Law doesn't make everything public. There are exemptions. Also, who's to say a police report was written out and never filed? In the Johnny Somali documentary, Alex filed a Freedom of Information request regarding Andrew. One of these reports comes from an unrelated family in Orlando, who found a mysterious backpack in their backyard. This was confirmed to belong to Andrew, as his cell phone was inside the bag. Alex connects this to a police report filed 4 days earlier by Andrew himself, who had his car broken into. He mentions all the items that were stolen from it, but no mention of a backpack or his phone. Alex speculates that Andrew didn't report the phone missing due to what the alleged victim claimed, that Andrew had revenge porn in his possession. In his response, He claims this is just a work phone that he didn't care about, which is why he did not report it.
My car was broken into. I noticed my sun pass was gone, so I reported that and some other minor stuff that was taken. And I didn't even notice the backpack was gone because, frankly, I didn't care. These meetings didn't happen very often, and I really didn't care about that work phone or the useless paperwork. It was only when it was found 4 days later that I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay, that got taken. That's fine. 4 days later. I didn't need it at all during that period of time. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't anything that was important. So that what if is absolutely the biggest ridiculousness of all.
So this guy went out of his way to report stolen change and chewing gum from his car, but not his second phone and documents he used for work. Yeah, that totally checks out. When I get my truck broken into, I'll be sure to report my half-empty water bottle as missing and not my expensive cell phone. Overall, his response is fucking terrible. He spends half of it trying to smear Alex as a bad-faith liar by claiming he's a...
Wait, yeah. True. They're all just projecting, right? Because when he was going after Steven, maybe it's in a way to clear his own image. Typically the people, and I think I've seen this a lot, okay? Oh Jesus. Oh my god, my eyes, they burn. And I've seen this a lot. People who are often accused of certain accusations and such, they will go out and go after other people, specifically the same accusations that they are responsible for. So then it's an effort to clear their name. It's an effort to show people, it's like a virtue signal to show people that, hey, I'm not actually a pedophile. I'm not actually a predator. I'm not actually someone who does this. Right? Because if they make a movement, because then a defense becomes like, oh, well, I didn't actually go after the high school girl. How could I? After all, I went after Destiny for doing that. Right? But do you ever use eye drops? No, I ran out.
Son Piker Dick Rider or a Johnny Somali sympathizer, clearly by...
I'll see if I can find... Oh my god. I'll see if I can find eye drops. I'm dying.
Watching the documentary, you can tell he's not the latter. And really, I don't care who Alex is a fan of if his information is correct. Out of both these guys, only one of them seems to have something to hide.
I've got nothing to hide.
Andrew conveniently skips over an entire section of the documentary referencing him. The part about Go East Gentlemen. This was Andrew's former side project, which he announced in March of 2023. Excited to announce that starting tomorrow, March 1st, my new channel, Go East Gentlemen, will go live. This channel is entirely focused on the practical aspects of moving from west to east, particularly for men, although ladies will find important information on the channel as well. This will be information on visas, residency, finding apartments, jobs, dating, and setting up life in countries such as Korea, Japan, Thailand, etc. However, if you go to the channel now, you'll find that all of its videos have been scrubbed. You'll see why in a bit. However, I did manage to archive a few notable videos, as Alex Novell himself sent those he showcased in his documentary. They'll be up on my second channel, Rob's Media Archive. From the surface, it seems kind of normal. The channel and its subsequent website advertised Andrew's legal services, where he'd help people get visas.
But I'm building my other businesses, specifically helping folks come over here to Asia, which is through my Go East channel. That's in and of itself its own business. I do consultations on goeastgentleman.com, and I have helped to date approximately 72 people come to Asia.
Oh my god, he's way worse than like a... Wait, why is this a project that he's trying to do? Is this just as a way for other people to become passport bros? Is that literally it?
So
nice.
I've had folks, these are not just people that call me, and there are people that just call me and want to talk. That's fine. I can talk to you, right? If you book a consultation, I'll talk to you. But
also, why does his haircut is just... He has the most like neo-Nazi coded haircut ever. He literally went to the barber. He literally went to the barber and said, okay, so you know who Richard Spencer is, right? And then the barber was like, say no more, fam. I got you.
These folks are actually coming. They've come to Japan, Korea, Philippines, Thailand. Some of them I've helped get visas. Some of them I've just told them how to get a visa, and they've gone and done it themselves.
However, he's mostly interested in getting passport bros to Asia. If you don't know what a passport bro is, they're sex tourists who intend on moving to Asian countries to get with their women.
Now we're going to be talking about a certain movement that has blown up on the internet, that's gotten out there. That's right, it's the passport bros. Now, don't worry, I'll explain everything, but this is going to be a controversial one. I'm certain this is
okay, dude.
So the passport bros,
Jesus.
What are they? What is it? Well, it's like one of those things that you try to make it into a single group person or organization, but it really isn't. It's really just a movement of people that are seeking out foreign women because, well, they don't want to deal with Western women, particularly American women.
And this is where the political...
Why he's just saying it outright? He's not even hiding it. He's, oh my god, it's like, he's like the founder of the Society of Toaster Fuckers. If, like, he's the, you know how we make fun of toaster fuckers? It's like if he is proudly announcing that he is the founder of the toaster fuckers. Like,
aspect comes into play. Andrew and those like him believe America has gone too woke. It's too progressive for his liking. So his solution is for Western men to date women from Asian countries, as they tend to house more traditional values. These
well, and the age of consent is far lower.
Women tend to also see these passport bros as rich in comparison to the men from their own country. Andrew hates the negative connotation of the word, showing deep offense to those in the West who disparage the passport bro lifestyle.
They've been said that, oh, you guys are just committing a different form of purchasing, paying for sex, prostitution, whatever else you want to call it, and engaging in the sex industry. That's all it is. Well, that is highly insulting, and I would even say it's pretty much racist against these other countries, saying that if these other countries, other women suddenly don't have agency.
No, but that's not the case here, right? Like, for example, if you just want to live abroad just simply because of other reasons, and you happen across your future wife that way, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with happening across your future wife that way, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with being a passport bro either. Like, if you're just looking to go around and like hook up with people or whatever, there's nothing inherently wrong with that either. But at the same time, I feel as though that most passport bros are not doing that because, oh, they just think there are overall a lot of benefits to living in Asia. It's more along the lines of, I'm gonna go there because I can't get game in the United States. I am sexist towards most women. And so then I'm going to go out there and look for easy pussy that I can manipulate like an Asian woman into like falling in love with me. So then with the offer of a green card, so then I'm able to hold it over your head. So then you're unable to do anything against me, right? If that makes sense. Like, oh, well, don't worry. Okay, I promise that you're going to get a green card with me. And then you hold it over the head and you get to do whatever they want. They get to do whatever you want. It's essentially like a sex slave, right? But yeah.
See, as people, that you as a woman, particularly the women in the West that are complaining about
passport bros are such a cope, because my cousin is one accidentally, and his Japanese wife told me that the women just cuck their American husbands after they're married. Sure.
This, and the guys, the beta guys that enable them, that, you know, back them up, that parrot these points, they're saying that, oh, the women over here, they can't make their own choices. You're coming with your Western money and suddenly, you know, you're dazzling them and enchanting them and you're removing their agency. No, that is clearly.
Bro asked for the Hitler Youth haircut. I mean, like I said before, it seems as though like he went to the barber and was like, give me the Richard Spencer.
Not the case. Women over here are absolutely intelligent. They know what they're doing. They're playing 4D chess. You're playing 2D. They're playing 4D chess on you. They're far ahead of the game. So I think it's very condescending when women, especially Western women, say, oh, it's just engaging in the industry.
Andrew argues that Western women are hypocrites due to the popularity of things like OnlyFans, but I personally think that both options are retarded. Much of the Go East content promotes prostitution and other forms of sex work, those more shady than what we have here in America.
There is possibility to get pretty cheap rent. In Korea. What is Korea good for? Korea has really hot women. That's just very clear. Philippines is good for pussy. So if you are a loser, if you are old as hell, if you are just an absolute, like, you're like, dude, I can't get laid anywhere, go to the Philippines and get laid. So
Just this absolute degeneracy.
that's what I can just say. Straight up, if your guy's interested in that, explore the Philippines. Obviously, Thailand, very open in terms of sexuality, sex culture. Obviously, they have the go-go bars, the ladies, you know, working. And by the way, all of that is completely legal. I've talked about this in terms of positive law.
Good video.
And the way positive law works, which is the law in Thailand and a lot of Southeast Asia, is unless, in Japan as well. By the way, shout out to Max Mira. Again, my resident Japanese on the spot. Unless it is specifically banned, it's permitted. So let's be very clear about that. Unless it's specifically banned, it's permitted.
What exactly is the implication you're trying to make, good sir? What do you mean by that?
So what is illegal in Thailand? It's illegal to have sex for money in public. See, that's the deal. In public. In private, it doesn't matter.
No.
So, and the definition of private is the curtain, right? To pull the curtain, it's fine. So just be understand if you're a guy who wants to do that, that's available to you down there. Thai women, very much like Western men, very open to it. So yeah, that's Thailand. Watch the lady boys, but frankly, also they don't really bother you. Frankly, and I've been in all parts of Thailand, they don't bother you, and they're not going to lie to you or trap you or anything else like that. You know, you're going to know.
Come on, Andrew. We know you love those lady boys. This guy has way too much.
Yeah, but it's not just lady boys, right? It's everything.
For it to be normal.
I can understand having been in the Philippines because I can say this, and this is all due respect. There's nothing about ladyboy, not ladyboy. It's just the Philippines versus Thailand. Thailand has a more of a sabai, a cool attitude. You know, Philippines is way more aggressive.
Well, I don't know, man.
No. The Filipino ladyboys, I can tell you this, in Manila.
Right.
And
you're an expert.
I can see how that was imported here. Are far more aggressive than the Thai ladyboys. And
until they're not, until it changes, until the ties snap and it's like.
Well, yeah.
Why do people go after me for fucking drawn porn when this shit right here is just so much more heinous? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, true.
You know,
true.
like off rip.
Yo.
Because next thing you know, it's the gangs in New York on Soy 11 featuring all the lady boys.
Yes.
Hey, you're not one of those silly men that's dressed like a woman, are you? No, baby, I'm the real thing.
It's very clear to me that Andrew's knowledge of this must come from personal experience. He's
Because
inadvertently
you
admitted
respond
to
to
being
yourself,
polyamorous,
sure.
meaning he's interested in dating or sleeping with multiple different partners in Thailand, which is where he currently lives.
I was engaged. I was engaged to be married. I was completely monogamous. I would believe 100% that was going to work. Ultimately and sadly, that did not work.
This guy spends every weekend in Soy Cowboy picking up Thai prostitutes, taking notes so he can present his knowledge of Asian women on his next Go East livestream.
Also, Korea, one of the capitals of plastic surgery. There are large-breasted women. I have seen personally women with G-cup boobs, H-cup boobs. Very possible. Now, mind you, a lot of them are wearing padded bras and other things like that, so you do have to, buyer beware. But there are very large-breasted women, also, surgically enhanced. Now, whether you feel how you feel about that is up to you. But there are definitely curvaceous women. I think people who say, "Oh, all Asian women are flat," and it's just they haven't been here and they haven't seen it. It may not be to your standards if you're, thinking about the big booty Lizzos and stuff like that.
Well,
that's.
I mean, as someone who is into Epic 7, welcome to the hell. Okay, bro, this is heinous. This is heinous, dude.
That's that's a whole separate category. But I would say try it out. Go check it out. Go check out the Filipinos. Go check out Southeast Asia. Check out Japan. Check out Korea and see what that is.
Why is he talking about this as if it's someone who is window shopping on Amazon.com? Have you guys noticed that? The way that he's talking about this? He's not talking about this as in the sense of like, oh yeah, well, the home life is like this. We split up the chores like this. We settle our debts like this. He's talking about things as if he's shopping for women. Like, I think this is like kind of like an insight into how slave masters would pick out slaves to know which stock would be best for cotton picking.
But there's lots of ones that are out there getting quite curvy women. You can get laid anywhere with some cash, though. Viking Gnome, dude. 100% true. 100% true.
Some have criticized Andrew for extensively promoting forms of sex trafficking, though Alex's videos don't really got to him. Instead of responding to it all, he instead purged all the videos and took down the Go East website. What really made me want to look down the legal mindset rabbit hole was a stream he did last month regarding Colorgate. I'm sure you've heard of this situation by now. Hassan Piker, famed political streamer on Twitch, seemingly shocked his dog on stream with an e-collar. I'll be going more in depth on that in a future video, but we're here to discuss the crazy shit Andrew said during his October 15th livestream. People noticed how off he was during this, which he claims is due to him being stalked.
Because of what's been happening to me over the last 3 days and how crazy it's been,
This has to go down as one of the craziest videos, like most out of place videos that has ever been released, in my opinion. His schizo video, his schizo shit was so crazy. It was just so insane. He was just completely out of it, and who knows what he was going through. It's just crazy.
It's been
it's
schizo
mindset.
It's been emotional for me to have people stalking me and tracking me and coming after me. These Antifa crazy woke white women and their thug allies that they were probably hired by Soros money to be coming after me. But listen, man, I'm willing to stick up for truth and freedom, and I'm not going to let these these woke women and these Soros thugs and Antifa stop me. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to speak up, and no one's going to stop me to do that. No amount of Soros money is going to stop that. No amount of CCP, commie, leftist stuff. No amount of Hassan Piker, the golden boy. None of these people are going to stop me.
According to him, supporters of Hassan are after him and stalking him in real life. He claims to have evidence of this, but declines to show it on stream and instead describes his experiences with them.
They're abroad. They can get me in Thailand, and they have been stalking me, right? I have pictures to confirm it. I've got everything else to confirm it, information. I've called them out in person, at one of the BT.
Also, he does not look well in this one. Yeah, he does not look well. I just want to say that, like, God, he's going through it. He looks gray. He doesn't look healthy. Like, he looks gray, pale, not pale, but like just dull in color, right? Yeah.
Whereas where I like to do my shopping, get clothes, there were these two woke white women. They're super ugly and mean looking and woke. And I pointed at them because they're stalking me, and I want to call them out. So I know that somebody's stalking me. Just point them out. Like, hey, two people.
Bro, they were probably just like fucking hanging out. Can't you just let white women do their thing, dude? What the fuck?
Well, I see them right there. There were these woke women stalking me. I point them out, and they got scared, like, ah!
Okay, woke woman in Thailand. Like, does Thailand have its equivalent of like West Hollywood, or?
Because they're so weird, they're so easily excitable. Like, woke women just scare right away. Like, oh, my Russell, my Jimmy's, because I'm a woke white woman. Oh, I'm so woke, right? That's what they did, and they ran off, right? Because they're afraid of real men, real masculine men. So there's this woman. I was at Starbucks with my buddy Ryan. There's this like
none
of
this matters.
She had like black hair, black and white hair, whatever. I did an AI because she looked like Hillary Clinton. She was like scowling, and she's like, "Can I sit here right next to you?"
What, bro? What the fuck?
I'm a guy. What? Fuck.
Yo, thank you so much, Masaki, for the 5 gifted YouTube memberships. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Wow. It's just so... Okay, like, this is so crazy. Woke white stalkers. I'm sorry, but this person, whoever they are, okay, I know this is AI generated, but whoever this person is, okay, I hope she's doing well, okay? She looks like she's happy. She looks like she's having a great time. She looks like she's aura farming. She looks like she's self-fulfilled, okay? I hope she's okay, okay? Whoever this AI woman is, all right? Good luck.
I was like, no, you cannot sit here and eavesdrop on my conversation with my buddy. Like, stay the fuck away from me, you woke white woman. It's like,
close to coverage in 5 years.
It's like so joker, okay, so amateurish. Like, it's so weird. But they're not professionals. They're not real people that have training or skills. They're just like jokers. They're like amateurs.
Now, to me, Andrew sounds like the crazy one here. He comes across as paranoid due to online criticism of him, blowing up at strangers who he perceives as against him due to their appearances. These are probably just normal people who were confused as hell why this schizo, bug-eyed man was yelling at them. Honestly, I kind of wish that somebody filmed this. Would have made for a great viral video. But to Andrew, this is all serious. He genuinely seems to believe that he's in some level of danger because he talked about Hassan's dog, enough to make parallels to Jeffrey Epstein.
Eat my sandwich says, so some of those mean if you're on the news that you self-deleted the illegal. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So if you see the news that I died, or something happened to my family or my friends or my dog, it's not my dog. Actually, I don't have any pets. Mudang is my love. Mudang's like my daughter. We're gonna talk about that today.
What?
Yeah, I did not self-delete myself. So if anybody tries to cook up the story that I self-deleted, it's not true. I'm not at all a person that would ever do that. Like, okay. I would never. I hate that. I believe in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill, including yourself, right? So no, never. I would never do that.
He wants to die a martyr.
Yeah, I forgot that one of the commandments said that you have to go east and find yourself an underage ladyboy. What the fuck?
Compares himself to Charlie Kirk, who was the victim of a political assassination.
I speak the truth and I speak for freedom. And if I'm dying for truth and freedom, then I'm dying for truth and freedom. If I'm the Charlie Kirk of Thailand, the Thailand version of Charlie Kirk, that's what it is, right? I'm willing to die for that. I'm willing to stick up for truth and freedom because I'm an American. I'm a red-blooded American, a little bit of a rebel, a little bit of a pirate.
Yet
You're so American that you ran away from America. You're so American. Whoa.
Despite thinking he's being stalked by Antifa,
wow.
he doesn't consider going to the police, even when a super chat suggests so.
Bald Eagle 1787 says you should let the local authorities know about how Antifa. No, it's fine. Look, once again, I'm a lone operator. I just out here a lone wolf who just being an American, being free. And if I die for being free, I die for being free. I mean, I just let you guys know as my audience that freedom is worth fighting for. Freedom is worth fighting for.
He brings this all up on stream because he believes further discussion of collar gates could be the tipping point to these so-called stalkers. Why is that, you may ask? Well, because Andrew suggests that Hassan be tortured for supposed crimes.
I was gonna make the title "Slavery is Legal and We Need More of It," but I was afraid of dying because I travel, and all it takes is one unhinged Antifa lunatic to kill me. And I'm not like Superman here. I'm not James Bond, even though I'm very good at counter surveillance and because I've studied it. I'm not James Bond. What I mean is legal under the 13th Amendment. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for crime, where of the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or in any place subject to their jurisdiction.
Oh yeah, he talks about like wanting to put a dog collar on Hassan. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, I guess good luck. I don't know.
That's the law. That's 13th Amendment. What does that say? Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for crime. Except as punishment for crime. Shock collars on prisoners is an amazing idea. It's going to save money, time. It's going to be great. It's a super great idea. I may have gotten this idea when I was a little crazy, but it's a good idea. Some of my ideas are good.
Oh, okay. Thank God you stopped being crazy. Okay, thank God. Okay, good job. You stopped being crazy. I'm happy that you have healed. I'm glad that you have finally reached your most sane state.
Good. People need to listen to my ideas because they're good ideas, and they should just hear them out. Hear out my idea, because my ideas sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't work. I've made mistakes. Hey, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes.
Probably got an aggressive octopus wrapped around his frontal lobe. Yeah, he's like he got infected by one of these like starfishes from the Suicide Squad, or he got he got like tentacles up his ass like in Independence Day by the alien in order to be spoken through. That was going on.
But I make them.
It really sounds like schizophrenia. Yeah, that's what I speculated on in my first coverage of this guy. When I was covering him at first, I was like guessing maybe he's like unmedicated on bipolar schizophrenia. That's my guess. Okay.
Right. I make good on my mistake.
Maybe we should be putting the shock collar on Andrew. He clearly needs the nerves on his brain to be rewired. I mean, this guy goes on unhinged rants throughout this stream about the pygmy hippopotamus, Mudang.
Wild Man of Yavin says, I'll bet that lizard behind you looks shifty. This is not a lizard! Okay, Danielle, ban them from a chat for shit-talking Mudang. Okay, I have an entire slide on how I love Mudang. Okay? Ban this motherfucker from the chat right now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And this is why I tell my head mods to be strict with the bans, okay? Listen, okay? Like you're like perma banning people for smack talking the hippo. It's like okay, and people say I'm strict.
Or they can apologize. If they apologize, it's fine. If they apologize, it's fine. I'm about forgiveness. Okay. I'm a big forgiveness man. If someone tells me directly what I did wrong, I will apologize for that.
This grown man then mentions sleeping with this hippo plushie and refers to it as his daughter, which is surprisingly not the creepiest thing about this guy.
Some of you don't.
No, that's actually wholesome, okay? Because I wouldn't ask myself, okay, would legal mindset be interested in fucking an underage hippo? Do not answer that question. Rather than, okay, does legal mindset want to fuck an underage ladyboy? Okay, no longer as wholesome, right?
Know about Mudang. Someone explain Mudang. Mudang is a very cute pygmy hippopotamus. I have a picture of her later. I'm gonna show you. Right.
You know what? Okay, if this guy ever ends up in jail or something, I think we should just give him a plushie. Okay, I think we should just give him the stuffed hippo plushie and then just let him be. Okay, he's like a child. We had to switch it We have to switch out the plushie every 3 months though, because you know the cum in it might start stinking, and we don't want to cause like some kind of fungus infestation.
Very cute, very lovable. I may or may not sleep with this.
Off of like crystal meth adult cum.
Because it's so cute. It's so cute. The hat I like because it's like freedom and doing what you want and dressing what you want. I like to wear whatever clothes I want and do whatever I want. You guys would be shocked by my IRL style versus my suit style on my streams, because I like to keep it professional here so everyone sees that I look like a lawyer, that I look like a professional. But in real life, I like to wear fun clothes and do whatever I want to do. I just think it's fun. So Mudang likes fun too. So I love Mudang so much. And if you ever visit Thailand, go to the
Me too, I guess.
Visit Mudang, go there, bring, you know, everyone will be happy, make a bunch of money, you know, here for something positive for Mudang, right? We can support Mudang. So yes, she's a little chunkier now, but I still love her. I will not hide my love.
Where's the Destiny plushie? Oh, it fell over. There you go. Are you guys happy?